Hi guys, welcome to our channel. Today in the video we'll be talking about our experience in Disney during COVID in April. This is our hotel, the Homewood Suites Inn by Hilton, Flamingo Crossing. This is a brand new area for Disney. This hotel was only 2 weeks old when we arrived, and it's about a 7-minute drive to the Magic Kingdom gates. This is considered a more great accommodations hotel, but also a wonderful option for families, with a full kitchen, full living area, full refrigerator, and plenty of space, as well as a wonderful water park for the kids. This trip was a complete surprise for our daughter. We actually didn't tell her we were going to Disney to the morning of, so I had to sneak all of these goodies in my suitcase where she didn't see them. We went to Disney when it was still 15% capacity, which was an amazing experience. I know that capacity has risen today, but a lot of the protocols that we took, we would still do today if we went back. We have taken our daughter to Disney before, but this was the first time that she was of age to have a ticket. So we were really excited about having her first Magic Band and giving her this experience to scan her home ticket into Disney World.
Oh, you gotta hold it, baby. All right, good job. Go ahead.
A lot of people ask what is on our must take to Disney. A stroller is number one on our list. I'll actually link in our blog the stroller that we take. It has plenty of storage. It also has these side compartments for your water, gives them shade, leans them back when they want to take a nap, and it is a quick 1-2 step to close. I also list the other items we take, from our water bottles to our ears to the sanitizer, raincoats, etc. that we take on our trips. Every family will have their must-haves, but there's always a baseline of things that we think are important. I will say which was different about this trip is that we have never been to Disney where you have this much room. I would say, as just one of my tips and tricks, that you wake up early. Disney is not a place to sleep in. We were there right at 45 minutes of the park starting to be able to take some good clean pictures. Also, it's also amazing to rope drop so that you're able to get to your attractions as soon as they open. Don't waste time in bed. That is when you actually run into the crowds. We have an upcoming series as we plan our own trip back to Disney. With both of the sisters, me and Amber will be traveling with our families, about 15 people in total. And that will be the same advice that I will give us when going into Disney, especially as a large group in the holiday season. What you want to do first is to create your must-dos, and the Prince Charming Regal Carousel is my daughter's must-do. So as you can see, that was the first place we went to. You always want to have a list, if you're going as 2 people, 3 people, or by yourself, of what your must-ride items are, and always do whatever is necessary to get there first.
All right, y'all. Move on, baby. This is the first view of Ron back in the work. Oh my gosh, y'all, it's massive. So excited.
When watching these clips, please don't laugh at Mommy Voice. This was her first roller coaster. She wasn't tall enough to ride when we went when she was just almost 3 years old. So you will probably hear over the next several clips a lot of Mommy Voice. I just wanted her to be super excited and feel comfortable. You may even see her be a little bit scared, so don't laugh when I over-exaggerate possibly how fun, fast, or exciting the ride is. We all love Disney, so yes, my excitement is definitely real, but I did have to overdo it a couple of times to make it comfortable, so please don't laugh at me. Another trick that we use as a family on a regular basis is that we always try to get 2 point of views when we're riding or walking through the parks. So my husband and I often switch off of who's riding with her. So sometimes I film her and her reactions because I think they're so special. And my husband will have the GoPro in front of us getting our reactions as we ride as well. It's always great to have two perspectives when you travel so you can have those memories. This is an example of that. I am riding in front of them at the Tomorrowland Speedway. Y'all should see at the end of the video where I actually ride with her and let her drive. What a fun experience. But I am driving in front of her. She was driving with her dad, and I am attempting to not cause traffic but still catch them as she takes her first drive. So this is just an example of kind of what I said in the last video. It's always good to get two perspectives, and I get to get all the fun footage of everything going on around with being able to have a little fun myself. Out of the 2 days that we were there, the longest wait that we had was for Astro Orbiter and for Splash Mountain. Astro Orbiter has a very medium-sized queue, but there is only an elevator that goes up and down to take you to the ride, so that does slow it down a little bit, but this ride gives you amazing views from the park. I would suggest also, if you have time, running here after the fireworks to ride it at night. It is a beautiful view.
Oh, Chloe, no reason to be bouncing us, baby girl.
The Astro Orbiter is now beginning its descent. Please remain seated until your rocket ship stops. Then follow the arrows to the
We
flight.
got the feed.
Welcome back, pilot.
You did it, baby. Wave. Wait.
When we went to Disney in April, parades and shows were not on a time schedule, therefore you couldn't look in the Walt Disney application and see when they were happening. You just had to be in the right place at the right time. We were grabbing a quick ice cream when this parade came by. The great thing about this, it has changed. You actually can look in the Walt Disney application and see when parades are happening. They've also brought back fireworks, which was not happening when we were there. So we were very glad to see this small piece of normalcy in our Disney adventure. This was our biggest win of day one, Magic Kingdom. It was advertised on the application that this was a 45-minute wait. We just happened to be in the area after looking at the last parade, and it was a 5-minute wait from the beginning of the queue to grabbing on the ride. Some days you're able just to grab this great experience, to be able to get to a ride quicker than they said it was going to be available. This was our ride for this day. Splash Mountain was our longest wait of the day. It was right over an hour for us to get onto the ride. I will say I learned something this ride. At the time when we went, there was a full mask mandate at Walt Disney World, and unfortunately we were unable to get our picture for this ride because some of the riders that were with us did not have on their masks, and Disney will not let you have that picture if that does occur. So it was just a learning lesson, of course, but that's why taking your own footage is so important. They did give us the option to go back on the ride so that we could get this picture with our daughter, so they were so sweet about that. But trust me, when my daughter got off of the ride, she did not want to go back on until next time, she said. Another tip: to buy Memory Maker. Make the investment. Memory Maker gives you the ability to cover your entire trip of pictures. So trips on all the major rides that are provided, as well as candidates within all of the parks taken by Walt Disney World photographers, which will be attached to your Magic Band. And at the end of your trip and in real time, you're able to see these wonderful memories. You're actually able to download those and do as you wish with them. It normally comes out to be a lot cheaper than buying individual print pictures or individual downloads. Memory Maker, if you buy them in advance, is normally a little bit cheaper as well, and it will cover your entire party. Buy Memory Maker, trust me on this one. We were able to do all of the rides on our list on our first day of Magic Kingdom. A lot of the rides I was not able to capture, and I did include in the video because, like Winnie the Pooh, they are dark rides and just don't come up well on camera. So we were able to hit all of our hot spots. We are definitely open to close people that do Magic Kingdom. We pace ourselves pretty well. We do stop to eat, but we are always in vacation mode and run mode when we go to Disney. We always laugh because we have most of the time 20,000 to 30,000 steps on our Apple Watches when we're done. Also, something very cool that we able to experience when we were there, we actually still use our Magic Bands, but Apple Watch has the ability now to also be your ticket to Disney and your phone. So what an amazing addition that Disney is doing. Continue to innovate for the things that we use every day. We were so happy to spend day one with you of our adventures at Magic Kingdom. Please come back, like, and subscribe to see day 2. Good night from Magic Kingdom. Toodles!